Hey, what's going on? This is Drew. So I wanted to share a little bit of information with you today. I have a friend who is going through a really rough time in her life, and I'm thinking about her. So if you watch this video, I want you to know that there are people in the world right now that are thinking about you, sending positivity your way. She's going through a rough time, and she reached out and she just wanted to know how to get through this tough time and how to continue to push forward with the goals and everything that she has in her life. I know for me, when I go through tragedy or really tough times in my life, I have a tendency to pull back and really kind of wallow in what I have going on in my life. And a few years back, I learned a couple of tools that help me get through tough times, push through the winters in my life, and then make sure that I keep going towards the things that I want in my life. So here's what I do when things get tough for me, and I hope it helps you, and I certainly think that it will help you. Here's what we do. So look, how to get through the tough times. So the first thing you got to do is don't ever start your day until you have your day planned out completely. You have things in your life that you know you need to get done every single day. So when you plan your day out and you have it all written down on exactly what you need to do throughout the course of the day, you know what needs to be done, and you get stuff checked off the list first things first. You can wake up in the morning and immediately start checking things off. Now, I will tell you, there's a positive therapeutic feeling that goes through your body when you get to check things off your list. So make sure you don't start your day until you have it planned out completely. So you generally want to plan out your day before, the night before, and then just have that set and clear, and you know when you wake up in the morning exactly what you're going to be doing. And then number two, set small goals for yourself. Now when we're talking about weight loss goals or health and nutrition goals, I'm just going to use that as an example. You know that you need to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. So if you set small goals for yourself, if you set a goal for the next 3 days, I'm going to drink 100 ounces of water no matter what. Day one, you get 100 ounces in, you are on a new path, right? You have set a goal, you're attaining that goal, and it feels really good to set small goals and make it happen. If you want to set a goal to walk around the block for 30 minutes, if you want to set a goal to read a book for 30 minutes, do it, check it off, man. And as you get through to completing the goals, you can set a little bit bigger goal, but start with real small goals. For the next 3 days, I'm going to drink 100 ounces of water no matter what. And then as you're drinking that water, you know that you're getting closer to the goals that you have in your life. So set small goals. Make sure your goals aren't too big if you're going through a tough time in your life. Number three, stay busy and get going. So for me, the biggest problem I have is that when I wake up in the morning, I have a tough time going in my life. I have a hard time getting my feet on the floor and actually getting moving. So if I have that in my mind when I wake up in the morning, I know the first thing that I'm going to do. So my feet hit the floor, I go and brush my teeth, I drink my bottle of water, and then I'm going through with my plan. You can't sit around. You got to open your eyes, you got to open the blinds up, and you got to make sure that you keep moving in your life. Stay busy and get going right away. Like as soon as you wake up, just make sure that you get moving, do whatever it takes to get started with your day. And then for me, the biggest thing that works for me going through tough times in my life is listening to personal development and comedy. So if I'm in my car and I'm going through a tough time in my life, I make sure that I'm always listening to positivity, personal development. I like to, when times are tough, I like to listen to Eric Thomas. I like to listen to Jim Rohn. I like to listen to a lot of different people that supply me with inspiration, motivation, and actually tools that will help me get through the day. I love success stories. I love things like that. Make sure that when you go in your car, you're not listening to angry music or sad music. You're listening to positivity. Now, sometimes I don't feel like doing positivity, and that's okay. So that's when I go to the comedy. So I love comedians. I love Eddie Murphy. I love Louis C.K. They crack me up. And if I'm listening to positivity, they're making me laugh, and I'm smiling. I'm not thinking about the other things that I have going on in my life. So when you're in your car, listen to only positivity or comedy. Put it right on YouTube and get yourself going. And then this book right here has helped me through a couple of rough times. A couple of reasons why. Number one, the author of this book is funny, really funny. And number two, she's got practical information that will help you get through anything in your life. And the book is called You Are a Badass, and it's by Jen Sincero. So I have it on audiobook. I do most of my reading actually through my ears. I do audiobooks a lot. So you can either buy the book and read it yourself, or you can just put it in your earbuds and listen to it. But it's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. If you're going through a tough time in your life, just remember that the same wind blows on everybody, and also try to remember that this too will pass. If you've lost somebody close to you in your life, you have to remember, one thing that helps me when I think about the people that I've lost in my life is, would they want me to be sad, or would they want me to be happy? And I always say to myself that they would want me to be happy, and then I start actively doing the things on this list to make sure that I'm following through on what they would want. Hope this is helpful. If you're going through a winter in your life, I'm really sorry. It will pass. You will get through it, and life will get better, I promise. This is Drew Townsend. Believe in your dreams. Earn your worth. Out.